Hello, and welcome to another episode of For the Want of a Nail, where I share some of those little things that can have a big impact on your life, safety, or your preparedness. So today I'm going to be talking about a night vision option that I found recently that fits much better in my scope of use, and that'll be the Crye Precision Nightcap. So first off, what this is, if you've ever seen them in the past, night vision, the PVS 14s used to come in a nice little bag, and they had this absolutely horrible head harness, mostly termed a skull crusher, that came with it that was just solid plastic and probably the most uncomfortable thing you've ever worn in your life. Anytime you wore it for longer than an hour, you'd probably end up with a splitting migraine. It wasn't comfortable, it didn't adjust well, it was misbalanced. It was probably the worst thing ever. But we've come a long way since then. So what this is a lightweight head harness that you can put a mount on and wear either PVS 14s or if you're super fancy 31s or anything else like that, instead of wearing a helmet. Now, why would you want to not wear a helmet? For what I run around and do in my normal day-to-day life, I don't need a ballistic helmet. I don't need to spend the money on it. I just like wearing my night vision, whether I'm out looking at stuff or out hunting or anything like that. I don't need a ballistic helmet. At the same time, they're heavy. They weigh a lot. It's a big clunky piece. It doesn't fold up, but this gives you a lot better option of something that you can easily carry and still wear your night vision mounted. So like I was saying, that skull crusher was about the most uncomfortable thing ever. So when I first heard about this, I was a little bit skeptical, but as you can see, it is a lightweight mesh. And I will tell you honestly, it is a lot more comfortable. I've only worn it with a PVS 14, but I didn't have any problem. I'll just kind of go through it real quick. Up on the front, there's a little piece of, I think it's Tigris or thermoplastic. Behind this, you just poke little holes in the fabric wherever your mount shrouds are. This is a Wilcox mount. Yeah, I know I could have bought a fancier one that has all the stuff included and it's lighter weight, but I didn't want to spend $500. Got this one at a pretty good deal. I'll put a link down in the comments and description for where I picked it up. Also did get the little retractor so I can just clip those to my PVS 14s in case they break free. But once you screw that in there, there's actually a pretty sizable and comfortable pad right here that sits right against your forehead. And it actually does hold it pretty well. I've got a pretty normal sized head, so I didn't have any problem. I have read some comments where people talk about if you have like a much larger head, these don't fit so well, but for me it worked pretty great. You can also adjust it up here on the top. It's got a little bit of Velcro. You can just tighten it up as you see the need. There's also a little bit of adjustment on the back, kind of like a old baseball hat, to tighten it up. And then the chin straps adjust both at the front and the back. Right there, and clip in. You will notice I did also purchase the little battery bag that mounts on the back here. This is in case you are running dual tubes or anything like that with a battery pack. It does have a hole down at the bottom. You can run your power cord, and there is a routing. See a little fold in here. You can route any cables you have right through. That'll be on the right side when you're wearing it. So overall, it met the need I was looking for. I wanted a 70% solution of how I can wear my night vision while not having to wear a helmet or carry a helmet with me, because it's kind of, for me, pointless. Something else, if you take a look at this, that I really like, you can pretty much compact this thing down. And I could probably shove that into a cargo pocket. So with that, plus my PVS 14s and their little silent bag, it's not too big of a footprint, pretty easy to carry in a bag or, you know, a pack. It is one of those things, night vision is, it's a superpower you can buy. Being able to see in the dark is a huge, not only force multiplier, but it makes a lot of things easy when you're out in the middle of nowhere. If I was traveling someplace far away from home, I would rather bring something like this and my PVS 14s than armor and a rifle. I'd be able to use this much more than any of that stuff. So it is a good thing if you just want to travel around with a pair of night vision. But overall, a good little package. You can get them at Crye Precision. Not exactly cheap, but from all the options that I saw out there, there's a couple other companies that make stuff like this. This was the one that I decided I'd try out, and so far it has worked pretty well. Now, that being said, I've been running around with this for about a month. I've definitely seen some little opportunities of areas that this could improve. So I'm gonna do a part B to this video after I've done a few modifications on this and customized it up a little bit to hopefully be a little more comfortable, not only to wear and use, but give a little bit of extra capability. So if you have any questions or comments about the nightcap or any of the other stuff I've shown on the channel, or anything like that, or I don't know, words of encouragement, throw them on down in the comment section. If you found some value in this, hit the like button, and remember, there are no friends at dusk.